All right, so the motor swap is done. I mowed the grass with this today, got everything working. So we swapped this Kawasaki FS600V. Unfortunately, when it arrived, somebody had dropped something on the box and it was packaged pretty well. They must have dropped something hard. So thanks, UPS. We're gonna see about filing a claim to get a new plastic engine shroud here. Got this thing off eBay for like 600 bucks from a guy in Wisconsin. It has 660 hours on it. He was the original mechanic, had been maintaining this thing since it was new. And the customer, the hydro pumps went out and they decided they didn't want to fix them and just wanted to part the mower out. So he sold the motor on eBay. And I mean, 660 hours is really not much. I mean, considering these motors will go 3,000 hours easy. And I'm not going to be using this, but more than like an hour a week. So I won't put a ton of hours on it. I did have to convert my mower to electric start because mine was a recoil start. That was a recoil start Vanguard. This Vanguard is toast. The rings are bad. We had blow by, low compression, 90 in one cylinder, 60 in the other cylinder. And we were getting a lot of oil blow by. So this motor is toast. Swapped a new one on there. I am changing this exhaust out to a different one. It'll be here tomorrow or Thursday, because this exhaust does not work with my cover here. It sits about an inch too low. So I got a different exhaust that kind of comes up and actually comes out on the left side with a vertical canister muffler that points out that way. So as soon as that exhaust comes in, I will swap that out. It shouldn't be too hard. These bolts are pretty easy to get to. Redid all the wiring here. That's all my handiwork. But got it all hooked up. So this one is from the rectifier to the battery to charge it. And then the only thing I need to fix is my operator present controls are not working. So I need to look at the wiring schematic and figure out how to rectify that. Hence rectifier, that's funny. I need to fix that because obviously that's a safety issue. And back when I ran a commercial business, there was one time where the OPC things saved me because my mower broke and I had to bail off of it, and luckily it shut itself off like it's supposed to. But I do need to fix that. I'll probably look at some schematics here. I'll probably fix that tonight. Took some wiring, a little bit of complicated wiring to figure everything out, but I got everything working. I've got just went to the auto parts store and got a key switch here. But you have to be careful when you do this because the wiring systems are different than cars. So luckily this mower, I wired in the fuel solenoid into this. So when you shut it off, it does shut it off because it turns off the fuel solenoid. The fuel solenoid needs voltage, so you can kind of hear it. You probably can't hear it, so you can hear it clicking when I turn it on. So you turn it on there, and then you can bump it to start it. So this is a kill switch. So this is wired into the coils to kill it. So if you wanted to kill the motor like that, you just hold this down until it dies, and it'll kill it. Basically, that creates a ground and grounds it out, grounds the coil out, and kills the engine. So I wired all that up. I put in a relay here. We've got a relay here, so I wired in this relay. That's the old kill switch wiring, which when it's disconnected, it's open like it's supposed to be. So I wired in some fuses, inline fuses and whatnot in here. So this all works, cranks up, runs great. I ran it today. The only thing I had to do was there were some threaded holes in the block of the engine, and I tested out some threads. I did some M8 1.25 pitch, but apparently those weren't the right size because once I tightened them down, it just stripped right through. So what I ended up doing is just putting some nuts. You can access all the little tabs here, and I just put some nuts on the ears on the block there, and it bolted it down just fine. So got that all set, got a few grounds tied in here, got the starter wired up, works great. And then I had to rig up this battery mount. I need to go get a actual like battery tie down. I thought I had one around here, but I can't find it anywhere. So I'm gonna go to auto parts store and get a battery tie down. This little plate right here was actually a piece that I got off of this mower. It was like some cover plate or something to access something, and I took it off. I forget where it came. I think it came from down here on the hydros when I was working on the hydros, but I took the little guards off. They're over there. I haven't put them back on. I don't use this commercially. I just use this around my yard, so I don't have to worry about workers like running over curbs and beating up the hydro pumps. So I haven't put those back on, but I think that piece actually goes like over here somewhere. But I'm just using it as a battery mount. I just bolted it in there. It's literally got one bolt in it, but it's actually pretty sturdy because this is pretty thick plate steel here. So I'm just gonna go get a tie down, drill a hole, and tie this battery down. Right now I just have zip ties, and I mowed the grass. It worked fine, but this isn't a good long-term solution. So I got the battery all wired up there. I got all my wiring running up there, all zip tied, nice and clean. And then I washed everything off. So this is working great, man. There's the power difference, night and day difference. That one, obviously with low compression, was seriously lacking in the power department. I mean, it was bogging in my backyard, and I couldn't understand why, because like it's an 18 horsepower motor. There's no reason why this thing should be bogging down, and it was. So anyways, got that taken care of. Works great. So swap that out, and then obviously I haven't even posted that video yet. I finished editing it. I just need to upload it, but back a few months ago, I had to replace this hydro pump. So this great deal on a mower has now cost me a lot of money, like $1,200 for a hydro pump. And then all in on this engine, I'm probably, let's see here, it was $650 for the engine. And then it was like $200 for shipping. So you're at $850. I bought this exhaust. This was like $80. That one didn't work, so I had to buy a different one that was like $110 or something. So I ordered that one. I can probably sell this one. I also had ordered a recoil start for this, tried to make it work, couldn't make it work on this. Plus with this plastic engine shroud, I don't have the proper studs that actually kind of bolt it to the engine. So I ended up just biting the bullet and making the electric start work on this. So we're all set up, got a new air filter for it. So all in on this engine, I'm probably all in for $1,000. This engine, brand new, these are like $1,700 plus shipping. So I probably spent about half of what I would have spent on a brand new one. Plus I still would have had to buy an exhaust manifold for a new one. So, you know, then I bought this, the oil petcock that he had on here. And don't worry, that's not oil. That's actually just water. I washed this off earlier. Bought one of these oil petcock drain things to be able to drain the oil easier. So the one that came on it it got broken in shipping. It was cracked. I guess somehow when UPS dropped everything in the world on this box, they cracked it and broke it. So I did buy a new oil drain there. So I got to get all these receipts together and find a new one of these online and send them to the guy at the shipping place to file a claim with UPS. So also getting the workshop organized a little bit. This place was a mess a little while ago, but I cleaned it up a good bit. Got to finish going through everything. I organized all my 12-volt wiring stuff here into one of these Plano bins. So we got all of our butt connectors and spades and all that stuff, heat shrink tubing, all the 12-volt wiring right here. Got me another one of these little bags, getting that set up. These are just around the house tools, so I can just grab this bag and go if I'm doing various projects around the house. Still got to finish organizing this. I'm making my way through that. It looks 1,000 times better. I need to put all this stuff back in that bin. I was in a search for bolts and nuts. So, and then fasteners. Once I get all this stuff done, then I'm get on to fasteners and organizing all these fasteners. Got all my drill stuff organized with these trade stacks with the drawers and all that stuff. So that's fantastic. Got all that set up, organized. Getting this organized, and almost there with the shop. I'm gonna put a shelving setup up there. Get some stuff up high. Put a lot of stuff in these. Got all these milk crate baskets to keep stuff organized. So I'm working through that, and then I'm on to this room. So we're gonna get this room ready for shop area. We've got to frame in and open up this space here and then put in a big workbench across here. I'm going to put in probably a big wood bench here and some storage like shelves or cabinets or something. And then I'm also going to put in a metal bench for like welding stuff. So I'm going to make a metal welding table, set all that stuff up. So we'll have to outfit this whole room. So this is another project coming in the future. There's some more trade stack stuff there. And see, I don't even put stuff away. That's my problem. Okay, we're organized. Got all our electrical stuff organized, plumbing stuff organized. We're good to go there. So slowly but surely, chipping away at this. So now the weather's nice. It's nice because I have motivation to come down here. I open this door up. The breeze comes through. It feels fantastic. So, all right, guys. Talk to you later. See you. Bye.